Hey, welcome to Cow-Free Kicks. On this channel, I review sneakers that do not have any leather, nubuck, or suede on them at all. The clue is in the name, Cow-Free Kicks. No leather, nubuck, or suede should appear on any of the sneakers that I review on this channel. And I want to say a massive thank you to everyone that has subscribed to the channel so far. I really do appreciate all the support that you've been showing recently. If you like what you see, drop the video a thumbs up and also drop any comments as well below. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do take just 2 seconds to click the little red subscribe button below. If you click the notification bell as well when that appears, you'll get a notification every time a video drops on the channel. But more importantly, if you subscribe to the channel, you'll be in with the chance of winning sneakers that I give away on the channel in future. Because the only way to win a pair of sneakers I give away is to be a subscriber. So if you haven't already, click that little subscribe button below. And like I said, if you like what you see, drop it a big thumbs up as well. Now let's move on to this very exciting new release from Nike. Is the Nike Air Max 270 REACT ENG. Okay, if you're new to the channel, thanks very much for watching to start with. And also, I look into 5 main things when I review a pair of sneakers. And at the end of all that, I give them a rating out of 5 stars. I'm going to start off by talking slightly about why I have put the fact that this is the Travis Scott preview in the title for this video. This is not the Travis Scott release. This is the pre-release as such for what Nike are expecting to be an incredibly popular version of this silhouette, which is going to be the Nike Air Max 270 REACT Travis Scott ENG. Now, the reason why I've put that in the title for the video is because this version is almost exactly the same as the Travis Scott version, other than the fact that on the Travis Scott version, small areas of the shoe are going to have slightly different materials on, such as leather and suede, which means I won't be buying or reviewing it on the channel, but I wanted to give people an early indication of what they can expect from that Travis Scott release, because the bulk of the shoe is exactly the same. So let's start this off by seeing how they look on feet. So overall, I think the shoe looks really good on feet. I really like the way the silhouette looks from up top, and I love the fact that there's a lot going on. It's got a little bit of the Nike Air Max 97 feel to it, with the flow of the TPU molded upper coming round the toe, and I really like the way that it looks from the side. And also, I think the colorway, to be honest, when I first saw this colorway and when my wife saw these come out the box, she was like, it looks like a theme park has just thrown up. And it does look a little bit like that, to be honest. There's a lot going on with this colorway. There's another colorway which is navy and black, which is a lot more subtle. And then obviously you've got the Travis Scott colorway that's gonna come out in the next few months. Like I said, possibly March 2020. But this actual colorway for me, I bought this one because I wanted to show you what this shoe has going on. Now, what you've got with the shoe is, with the other Nike Air Max 270 REACT, you've got the combination of the 270 air bubble at the back, big air bubble, all in pink, and then you've got the remainder of the mid, which is the Nike REACT mid foam. Underneath, you've got the mixture of the 2 soles. You've got this light bright blue here, which shows the REACT sole, and then at the back, you've got the Nike Air Max 270 sole. As you go around the shoe, on the front of the sneaker here, you've got like a hardened textured plastic toe. This on the Travis Scott release is going to be like a double layered suede overlay. So again, there's a slight difference there. You've got the rest of the sneaker, and the reason why it's called engineered is because the yellow part of the shoe here is an engineered mesh upper. Now, it feels like plastic to me. Very scratchy under I just don't like the way it feels. It feels a little bit cheap, to be honest. On top of this engineered plastic mesh, you've then got the TPU welded detailing for the swirls of the sneaker here. Then you've got some synthetic leather at the bottom of the laces and around the top. This on the Travis Scott release, I do believe, will be more suede. And as you move around the sneaker, you've got the Nike swoosh here with some extra padding on the side. As you can see, it's sticks out a bit more prominent there with the swoosh. That padding there. This part here on the Travis Scott is going to be what looks like kind of worn leather, so it'll be bobbly to the touch. And then on the back of the sneaker, you've got more synthetic leather here and more TPU detailing on top of this engineered mesh upper. Again, that on the Travis Scott version, this part here, I do believe is going to be leather. So there are some subtle differences between this version that has been pre-released before the Travis Scott version. When I spoke to the person in the shop, they said that this was almost a warm-up for the Travis Scott version, just to get the silhouette out there so that people could see it before they released the big Travis Scott release, which is probably going to sell out in minutes. For me, I do like the way this sneaker looks. I think it's got a lot going on. Now I want to move on to the comfort to see how this dual midsole will do when it comes up against the curb test. So I like the way the sneakers look. I really like how comfortable the shoes are. Wearing these around and also doing the curb test just proves how good these two midsoles are. I really do like the combination because from the toe to the mid, you're getting like a soft, almost memory foam feel with the React mid foam, and it really is very responsive, nice and cushioned, and almost a slower release as well. Whereas at the back, you've got the 270, which offers a bit of a punchy bounce to it with the air bubble, really does spring your heel back, and I really do like how comfortable these are on feet. With the 270 Air Max bubble, I do feel that they put your feet in a little bit of a higher elevated position when you're walking, which takes a little bit of getting used to. So if you try these on and you don't feel that they're immediately comfortable, don't worry, you will fall in love with how comfortable these shoes are. And around the top of the sneaker, on the tongue here, and around the heel, there's a lot of padding on the shoe, which makes it extra comfortable. And on the inside, you've got like a lining underneath this engineered mesh upper. So don't worry, it's not going to have this scratchy feel on the inside. It's got a very soft lining. Moving on now, I want to show you how much these sneakers weigh. So these tip the scales at nearly 400 grams, which for me is no surprise because they feel heavy in hand. They felt heavy when I got them out of the box, and they are heavy purely because of the fact that they've got this huge combined midsole of the 270 Air at the back and the React in the middle and at the toe. The midsole is weighing this sneaker down. The upper, I'm sure, is incredibly lightweight, and this new engineered mesh that Nike have used is probably very lightweight too. But this shoe possibly is going to be even heavier for the Travis Scott version because you're going to have the additional overlays of the suede and the leather, which is going to be heavier than the synthetic material they're using on this one. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Travis Scott release for this topped over 400 grams, which for me is on the heavy side. Now I want to move on to the breathability test. I compared this shoe to the Nike Renew Run that I reviewed last time because I wanted to show you what a breathable sneaker looks like, and the fact that the smoke test does work to show you what uppers are breathable and which uppers are not. This shoe is not breathable, and what's really disappointed me is if you go to the Nike website right now and look at the details for this shoe, there is a section in bold that says enhanced breathability. Where is the enhanced breathability on this? The fact that a small amount of smoke escapes from the toe area, or the fact that the smoke was forced out of the lace loop holes because the upper of this shoe offers no breathability at all? It's a massive disappointment for me, and what you're going to get from the Nike Air Max 270 React Travis Scott is pretty much the same amount of breathability. The subtle differences, like I said before, are the suede overlays here, 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 and the leather here. The majority of the shoe has this engineered mesh upper on it, so this shoe is going to be exactly the same as what I think the Travis Scott release will be. So that is a real letdown when it comes to this shoe. And then you move on to the price. This sneaker comes in at £140. £140. I know that you're getting great comfort, but I don't think you can charge £140 for this shoe because of the rest of the review that shows you're not really getting too much more than comfort and, you know, looks with this sneaker. So for me, 140 is too pricey. I'd like to see them go down to 125, 130 max. So that is again a little bit of a letdown, which is gonna bring me on to my overall score for the shoe. Now, when I saw these sneakers on feet and when I was walking around in them, I thought to myself, yeah, these are gonna score quite well because they're comfortable. Well, they're very comfortable and they look all right, you know, they don't look too bad. But then when I weighed them, they're on the heavy side, and the fact that they're not breathable and they're being marketed as breathable, that for me means I'm gonna give them a very average 3 out of 5 stars, because I think that they've been let down with the breathability and the weight and the price. They're very comfortable, don't get me wrong, and they look okay, but for me, it's just not enough. So 3 out of 5 stars, very average shoe. If I was you, I would look elsewhere and I would not cop a pair of these shoes. Now, I want to again say a massive thank you to everyone that has subscribed to the channel so far. If you haven't, do it right now. Don't waste any more time. Also, you can follow me on Instagram, and also I hope to see you again very soon for another sneaker review on Calvary Kicks. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.